Hey everybody, I'm Sharonda and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk to you about electric dirt bikes. I know you guys are all asking, what am I going to tell you that you don't already know about electric dirt bikes? I get it. Been watching all the YouTube videos and everything's great, but it's all coming from a man's perspective. So today, ladies, if you're ever interested in knowing about electric dirt bikes, today we're going to talk to you about the Surron Light Bee. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to go through a couple different electric dirt bikes so you guys can figure out what bike would be best for you. But for me, my Surron Light Bee is definitely the bike for me. Ladies, if you ever want to know about these dirt bikes, just stick with me, continue to join me throughout my journey, and over the next few weeks, like I told you, I'll go through this electric dirt bike as well as a few other ones. I pretty much didn't do any modifications except for I changed the handlebars because it comes with these mountain bike bars, which are terrible. So I changed the bars, give me a little bit more rise. And I changed the back sprocket from a 48 tooth to a 54 tooth. What that does, ladies, it gives you a little more power right off the bat, but you lose a little power at the high end, meaning that you can't go as fast. That's okay. For me, I'd rather have a little more power on the low end than the high end. The bike comes with a 60-volt battery, 38 amp hour. So what does that mean? Well, we have two modes here. We got economy mode, which gets you anywhere from 40 to 60 miles, depending on your weight and how fast you ride it. And in sport mode, you get anywhere from 30 to 50 miles, again, depending on your weight and depending on how fast you're riding it. For me, I'm always in sport mode. I get on average about 55 miles because of my weight. I absolutely love this bike. I would recommend it to any girl who's ever interested about riding a dirt bike, especially electric dirt bike. These things are great. I started riding dirt bikes about 2 years ago. My gas bike was great. I absolutely loved it. Little intimidated because of the weight, and you had to deal with the clutch, right? This thing is great. You turn the key, you crank the throttle, and you go. The weight on this is about 130 pounds. Perfect for me. I can pick it up, I can maneuver it. Easy, easy, easy. This bike is great. This back shock, you can adjust, which is great. So if you want it to be a little bit lower or a little bit higher, you can. Also, the front forks adjust. These KKE forks are awesome. They give you a lot of stability when you're going over these bumps. You barely feel it. But for me, as you can see, I can easily touch the ground, no problem. So again, if you wanted to raise or lower the bike, you can because of the forks and the spring. For now, I'm gonna say, let's ride and I'll talk to you later. Yeah, baby.
Sharonda. There we go.
Ready? Hey. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Like I said, this goes over everything. No problem. So I've been riding this Surron now for about 6-8 months, and I absolutely love this bike. It's perfect for me and what I like to do. It's a little bit lighter, 30 pounds lighter than the Hilarious Sting, which is in front of me now. That was actually my first electric dirt bike that I owned. It was a great bike, but for me it was a little too heavy and it didn't allow me to touch the ground. Good news is the front forks could be adjusted, and so can the back spring, so you can lower it, which made it okay, but again, still just a little too heavy. When I got this bike, I fell in love. I can throw this thing around, I don't have to worry about it. I can touch the ground, no problem. I'm 5'3", I can touch flat foot. Again, this bike here, the Light B, you can adjust the front forks and the back spring to make it a little taller or a little lower if you need to. But I think right out of the box, it's perfect. I've only done 2 modifications to this bike, which is I changed the handlebars because it comes with these mountain bike handlebars, which are terrible. So for me, changing the handlebars was perfect. And the other modification I made to this bike was I changed the back sprocket from a 48 tooth to a 54 tooth.
Yeah.
turn it around. That Talari in front of me is pretty heavy. But we'll go through those details next week together. That will be my next bike that I ride. Use your back brake. Woohoo! Again, this thing is a tractor. As you can see, it goes over everything. I usually have it in sport mode when I'm riding. I like the power, but if you're not comfortable with the power, you want to just take it a slight bit slower, eco mode, do just fine. Can get you the same place. Yeah, you just feel like you have a little more control. Still on my Surron Light V. Yeah, baby. So this whole terrain that we're driving through, woohoo! Yeah, baby. Spin out. That was crazy. Anyway, sorry about that. Stuff happens. That's why I wear a helmet. And for me, I also wear elbow pads, just in case. Have I fallen? Yes, I have fallen once or twice. Okay, twice. So I just want to make sure that I'm protected. Everybody does what they do to make them feel comfortable. If you want to wear knee pads, wear knee pads. For me, because I'm in the desert here, I actually wear gloves. I wear my helmet. I got my elbow pads and my boots. I don't wear dirt bike boots. I actually bought myself a pair of snake-proof boots. All right, people, going up. Ladies, lean forward. Always got to lean forward when you're going uphill. And never, ever, ever hit the back brake. And you're going downhill, ladies, always hit the back brake. And you're going to lean back. I know it sounds weird. It might feel weird at first, but trust me, you'll get the hang of it. Mr. Cushman showing off in front, trying to do some wheelies. I'm not that good. Do a couple jumps here and there, but that's about it for me. Always got to be careful. It's so awesome out. And these big bumps, you don't want to take them up the bum, which I often don't. I stand on my pegs, which are super strong and sturdy. I feel really comfortable on them. But you always have to make sure you're ready. So always keep your feet planted. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Now I told you I'd fallen. This was a place I fell back there. I got caught in a rut. just fell right off the bike while my bike continued to stay in the rut. So you always got to be careful to get out of this dusty road. 47. Phew! Dying, baby.
Yeah, she's ripping.
Hey guys, my GoPro's dying, but I just want to say thanks so much for joining me on this awesome ride today. Make sure you stay tuned over the next few weeks as I'm going to go through a few more electric dirt bikes. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Look forward to riding with you soon.
How much fun is that?